Hello everyone, this is Sean Broccoli, and in today's video we will be starting episode 8 of Disgaea 4 Complete Plus. So without any further ado, let's get to the video.
My lord! It's completely absurd! A human is in control of the netherworld, you say?
I know it's pathetic, but that's the truth.
Totally pathetic. Why do all villains start to get all chatty about their secrets after they're defeated?
Whose voice is that? It seems like it's echoing inside my head!
Or is he just trying to make his defeat more meaningful by revealing the shocking news? That kind of behavior is unacceptable, as well as being a bit unsightly, if you ask me.
Desco doesn't feel good about this at all. His voice has a very malicious tone.
Huh? Just sounds like a perverted old man's voice to me.
Ouch. A perverted old man? You've made this old man very sad.
You've earned the right to be called a pervert by sneaking around and peeping on us. Show yourself!
How rude. I don't mind the girls, but I won't stand being insulted by some useless demon.
Bastard. Who the hell are you?
Shouldn't you introduce yourself first, Valvatorez?
This man. How does he know who I am?
Oh, but this might be a bit of a problem for me since I got rid of my name a long time ago.
You got rid of your name? Your parents must have given you a really bad one.
So, you're Mr. Nameless? That's kinda stupid.
I didn't get rid of it because I didn't like it. I got rid of it because it was useless to me while I was being reborn.
Getting rid of their name to be reborn? That's a typical human thing to do to escape reality. It's the stereotypical mindset of a criminal.
A criminal? Good guess. Sure, many humans may view me as something like that. But I'm not a criminal. I was born to judge humanity's sins. You may call me Judge Nemo. A man who is no one.
Judge Nemo. Nemo means no one in Latin.
This is the ruler of the human world, who monopolizes the fear energy and controls the netherworld.
The ruler of the human world? Ugh! I've never seen this guy before in my life!
You probably wouldn't even recognize the leader of your own country.
Hey, sure, I don't remember his name, but I'd at least recognize his face. It's that guy with the greasy face.
I've never heard of a ruler of the human world before.
Ruling both the human world and the netherworld behind the scenes, without ever appearing in public.
Ugh, he is pretty final boss-like, isn't he? Desco feels defeated.
So, Valvatorez, you've defeated the president in a world where violence equals justice. That means you're the top dog of the netherworld. I heard you're trying to bring the sensibilities of Hades to the netherworld and human world.
That's right.
Bravo! This is fantastic, Valvatorez. That's exactly what I intend to do.
What?
Actually, my goal is to turn the other worlds into Hades too.
Hey, wait a second, old man. Why would the ruler of the human world want to bring Hades to his world?
Why wouldn't I? Humans are garbage. Their very existence is a sin.
I couldn't agree with you more. But doesn't that make you garbage too?
Didn't I tell you that I'm the judge? I'm not human anymore. I'm here to admonish and annihilate them. I'm only doing this in the useless demon's stead. I deserve your gratitude.
Disco? Is this what your father is like?
No! Desco wasn't created by someone like him. Besides, Disgaea was created to complete a very noble task.
A noble task? Like what? What else are you supposed to do, other than become a final boss?
That's, a secret?
What do you say, Valvatores? Why don't we join forces since we have the same goal in mind? Let's turn the worlds into Hades together. We can destroy everything.
Shut up! My goal is not to destroy the universe. It is to discipline both humans and demons. In turning their worlds into Hades, I will re-educate humans and demons and return them both to what they're supposed to be.
But the worlds are gonna be like Hades after all, right? So what's the difference?
Lout. Nemo wants to destroy the worlds, and our Lord wants to reform the worlds by transforming them into Hades. Although the worlds will become like Hades in either situation, their motives and purposes are completely different.
That is correct. Hades is the place where you atone for your sins and train yourself to reform. But you speak of using Hades to destroy the worlds. I would never team up with a fool who holds such absurd ideas.
Are you choosing to oppose me? Even if I stop the distribution of fear energy? Even if you know that you can never defeat me?
Even if we don't have fear energy, I still have sardine energy! Plus, I don't seem to remember ever not being able to defeat you.
Isn't that a bit arrogant? Do you think you stand a chance against me just because you defeated Hugo? Okay, fine. Let's end this. The Netherworld will be annihilated, and it'll all be thanks to you, Valvatores.
That won't happen! I'll defeat you and save the Netherworld and human world! Then I'll turn them into Hades!
Geez, you seriously aren't making any sense. Are you gonna save us or not?
Okay, then come to the human world. I'll try to break things down for you there so that you finally understand that you'll never defeat me.
Wait, Nemo! You will regret appearing before us here and acting like a final boss!
Judge Nemo, for whom are you doing this?
Final episode! Battle! Final boss versus final boss!
Earth, a parallel world that has reached the pinnacle of scientific technology. Humans, who dreamed of flying like birds, now control the borders of the sky. They have created artificial light and have forgotten their fear of the darkness. These days, the humans have even unraveled the mysteries of all of God's creatures by breaking them down to their individual strands of DNA.
This is the human world? It's gone through quite a transformation. Ah! What is going on with the air? It smells terrible!
They seem to have focused on developing environmental pollution, poisoning the very air they breathe. Pathetic creatures.
Man, I miss this place so much. It feels so weird. I'm only in a dream, but it feels like I haven't been here in a while.
You! Ugh, how can you stand this smell?
Huh? What smell? Did you fart or something?
This air brings back memories. Disgaea hasn't been here since she was thrown away.
Thrown away? You must have been through a lot. I admire you for being so cheerful, even after everything you've been through.
But it's all Desco's fault for not being strong enough to be a final boss. Plus, afterwards, Desco was able to meet Big Sis and grow in strength, so Desco was lucky to be thrown down to Hades.
Strength? I hope you're not already satisfied with your current power level.
Definitely not, until Desco becomes the most badass final boss and gains Big Sis's approval as a little sister. Her battle isn't over.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Your goal for now is to defeat Judge Nemo. That will help you become a final boss.
Yes, Desco will keep learning. This is to become a magnificent final boss.
What's the matter, whelp? Worried about your father? We won't force you to come along with us if you don't want to.
So, are you insisting that he stay with his father and live happily ever after, Mr. Tsundere?
Don't call me that! Unfortunately, your assumption is incorrect. I'm just telling him to run away to his father, where he belongs if he's scared.
I'm not going back.
Why not? Didn't you guys make up?
We did. Father didn't mean to abandon me.
Were you surprised, Amizel? Or rather, disappointed in me? Your father, the ruler of the Netherworld, became a slave to the humans.
No, please. Well, I was definitely surprised. I knew the tricks that the Corruptormen were playing weren't like you, but I never would have imagined that humans were to blame.
I'm sorry, Amizel. I've put you through so much. The harsh treatment I'd given you was to protect the Netherworld as the president. It was also to keep you away from here, away from the power of the human world. I know it sounds like I'm just making excuses now, but that was all I was able to do as your father.
No, Father. I'm the one who needs to apologize. Not only did I fail to meet your expectations, I didn't even realize all the problems you were bearing by yourself. I'm sorry.
You've grown so much, Amizel. You've learned much from Valvatores.
He's just a... I have to go now, Father.
So you're leaving?
Yes. The human world needs correcting if the Netherworld is ever going to return to normal. Valvatores possesses a superior ability, but he still needs a lot of help when it comes to the details. Plus, I personally have something against that Nemo guy for what he's done to you and everyone else in the Netherworld.
I understand. The Netherworld's future is in your hands, my son.
Yes, Father. Once I finish this mission, I'm going to run for president.
So, did your daddy praise you for being a good demon?
Why do you care? Now, I have an even greater goal. To become the president. After we defeat Nemo and bring order back to both the human world and the Netherworld. You better be ready for me, Axel.
What was that? It felt like a chill of murderous intent just ran down my spine. It's gotta be one of my hardcore fans, stalking me to kill me again. My charisma is slowly spreading through this netherworld. It ain't easy being popular.
Where are we?
I'm not sure, but we're definitely in the human world. We were forcefully diverted here when the Dimension Guide attempted to connect with the human world. I'm assuming Judge Nemo interfered with the connection. As proof...
Ah, I see he's well prepared to give us a warm welcome. Let's enjoy this opportunity to test the power of the human weapons which have controlled the Netherworld for so long!
Those are... What the hell are they doing here?
Miss Fuka, do you know what they are?
Yeah, they're almighty combat biosuits, codenamed Zodiac. They're super deadly suits of armor designed to withstand all kinds of extreme conditions. It multiplies its wearer's power 500 times. Even if kindergartners were wearing one, they could kill a normal demon instantly.
No! I see a flicker of intelligence coming from Fuka's brain!
Your shock is understandable, but you're being rude, Mr. Amizel. It's only natural for Big Sis to know.
That's it for this conversation. They're coming. Everyone, get in position.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with the first stage. Now you're going to spawn into this room. You're going to be surrounded by all these biosuits. So you'll notice there are 2 geopanels at the back there. I avoided them. I didn't really go towards them. It's probably best if you do. So the one thing that I don't really know, I don't know. Actually, never mind. I do know. So behind, underneath those blocks are yellow panels. So if you destroy them, it should turn everything either green or red, depending on, I guess, which one you destroy first. That should help out, because right now yellow is at 100% defense, and basically you can't really see it well. That's probably why I kind of ignored it. I didn't know where the panels were, but if you look closely, you can kind of see them. Each enemy is basically standing on one. They got 100% defense, so it's going to make things a lot harder to kill them. I just brute force it. The one thing you want to watch out for, they have the bio suits. They play like the gunmen, so they have the speed bullets. They have another attack that it's called, I don't remember what it's called, but it's kind of like speed bullet, but it basically headshots like 3 enemies, or up to 3 of your characters at once, and it does good damage. You really don't want to get hit by that. What else is there? They also have an attack called Black Hole, which is something you want to avoid. I don't know what the pattern is for that, so unfortunately I can't help you out as to how to avoid it. But if we just kind of, maybe if we pay attention to when it's used and who it hits, we can kind of figure that out. So what I like to do is I start out at the back. Basically, what I was worried about with the panels as well was that basically if I went forward, that all enemies would basically converge on me, and because we're surrounded already, and we really don't want to aggro everything at once. It's just gonna get us destroyed. So I just started at the back. I figured the enemies at the back would definitely get aggroed, but maybe there was hope that the front ones would just stay put. Luckily, that is the case. I think they probably would stay put either way. I don't think they're set up to move. I think they're supposed to stay on that geopanel. But either way, they're... you never know. They could maybe still attack you. But what you could do is, rather than do it the way I did, maybe send Valvatores or somebody with a large area of attack, use... I don't remember. You use the last move, the one that... something like Fugle or Tyrant Fugle or something like that. Use that move. That should hit both those biosuits and the blocks behind them. That'll destroy the blocks, and then at least that should help you out in taking out these guys. Other than that, there's really not much to this. You just want to kind of keep your distance from all your allies. You want to try and take out as many of these guys as quickly as possible, so when they do attack, you're not taking too much damage. And yeah, you just want to try and keep out of range out of a lot of them as well. Because we already know the speed bullet range is just going to be straight ahead, so since they're not moving, as long as you don't put two or more behind each other, you should be fine. I believe the down under attack, the one with the headshots, I believe that one has the same kind of range. So maybe try to keep everybody, 3 squares apart. One thing that you do have to kind of keep an eye on, you might, when those biosuits get really low on damage, sometimes they just self-destruct. It's not like a move or anything, they just tend to do it. You just see the little sliver drop down and they blow up. It does a little bit of damage, so do watch out for that. There's the deadly down under shot. It's just kind of tough to see which ones are they might all be attacking actually. So that kind of confirms my suspicion that none of them actually move. So ideally what you could do to help out, if you kind of, since you know everything is in a straight line, if you basically put everybody so that they're not directly in front of any of those bots, you'll basically be in a blind spot and you won't be able to attack. So there's a good spot for your mages, your healer, anybody who can attack anywhere other than in front of them, square in front, behind, left or right or whatever. And then you should have no problem with this. So yeah, given that strategy, you should be able to take care of this a lot faster than I am. Obviously, I'm just brute forcing it. But that's all there is to this level, so I'll leave you guys with that, and I'll see you guys at the next stage.
I'm sure they would have easily beaten normal demons, but they're no danger to us.
Desco wasn't about to lose to them. Desco used to play with them all the time.
Huh? Played with them? What do you mean by that?
When Desco lived in the lab, she play-tested with them many times.
Playtest? Sounds like fun.
It was pretty fun. We beat each other up until one of us stopped moving.
Oh, well, that sounds interesting.
Does that mean you in that lab? Yes. So you did attack me, didn't you? No, it wasn't Desco. Please believe Desco, Big Sis.
Wanna believe you, but then who was it? Who attacked me?
Desco doesn't know. Desco is sorry.
I have something to ask you too. What do you know, lass?
What do you mean?
It's understandable that Desco, who was created by humans, has a connection with these murderous weapons. But it's rather suspicious for you to know so much about those biosuits when you have no knowledge of anything else.
Well, I just know a little bit about my dad's work.
So, could there be some relation between Miss Fuka's father and Miss Desco?
Yeah, right. That's impossible. Are you trying to say that my dad created Desco? That's insane.
Big Sis.
Impossible or not, we'll find out eventually. But before that, we must get rid of the peeping Tom right here.
I'm impressed, Valvatores. You sensed my presence. You must have sensitive skin.
I would have sensed your filthy presence whether I wanted to or not. It's rather unpleasant.
That's really mean. Welcome to Earth, the land of rotten chaos. I can't believe you guys came here. You really don't know who you're dealing with.
The one who doesn't know who they're dealing with is you foolish human with the title of judge.
Well, I was just testing you guys before. You wouldn't be worthy of an invitation if you had died. I'm a busy man. I don't want to waste unnecessary time or money. But you guys passed my test. I'm welcoming you here as official guests. Our budget is limitless for you now. Just follow the path and you'll be set. Guests are treated like gods here. We'll give you the best service possible.
Huh? What are you, drunk? Calm down, we're starting to lose you.
Oh, you know, I'm like, well, I don't want to offend anyone out there, but basically, I'm missing a bolt or two up here.
Ah, well, then you can't help it, I guess.
Ah, I'm glad you understand. You're a good man, Valvatores.
Big Sis? What? Please believe Desco. Desco really didn't attack you.
Okay, I get it. Let's just go.
Big Sis.
I wish I could believe her. But then, who was it that attacked me? Dad, what were you working on in your lab? Ugh, nothing makes sense anymore.
Okay, so stage 2. This one's not difficult at all. There's only a couple enemies. I think there's 9 in total. Basically, one on each corner of the pyramid there. Now, the one thing that you don't want to do here is attack dead on. All these geopanels are basically mighty enemy, or geoblocks, sorry. They're mighty enemy blocks, and the yellow one on top, it's an invincible one, so you can't actually do any damage to any of these enemies. So what you have to do is you have to pick them up, throw them onto the ground there where you spawn, and then you should be able to attack them there. Now what I do is, once they're thrown there, I surround them and attack. If you're feeling confident, what you could probably do multiple at once. So what you could do is send, obviously send the one guy there, throw the first guy down on the red, which I did, and then on the same turn maybe send somebody else up to that purple, and you can throw them down to the other side, and then have another group of your allies surround them, take them out, and then that way, unlike my playthrough, you won't take any damage, as the second one tends to attack after that first turn if you just end it after killing the first. So that should make things fairly simple, just to get rid of the first two, and then basically you'll just move around the side, do the same thing, and that's really all there is to it. Once you get to the top, obviously, or once the 8 around the side are taken care of, you'll have to head up to the top. You're going to see me actually head to the top before completing all the sides, but it doesn't really matter. It just might... You could actually just take care of the two adjacent corners, and then head up that side and pick that guy up off the yellow, and then throw him down, take him out. The one thing you want to take caution of is your movement towards the next corner. Don't do anything stupid like I do and move across the geo blocks, especially within sight of the enemy. Like, obviously if the behind you and forward there's nobody there, feel free to go across, but once you head around that corner, you want to be on the elevator ground. You don't want to be on the panel because they'll be able to shoot you. And you don't want to be shot. But, yep, this one is a pretty simple one. It takes me a while to complete this, which is odd. It shouldn't. I don't think it should take as long as I took, but obviously from the start of things, you know, I didn't do things as efficiently as possible, as I only did one enemy at a time. I don't think I moved too much. I think I'm too cautious of the actual attack range of the biosuits. And to be fair, this is also my first time going through. When I was recording, it was my first time going through it. So I'm kind of just winging it right now. But that's all there is for it. For now, I guess I'll let you watch the video without any interruption. And that will do it for the end of this video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you do like the content and would like to see more kind of stuff like this, go ahead and like or subscribe. This is Sean Broccoli. I'll see you guys next time.